Shoraku should be coming in here by now.
You wanted to see me, Lord Kizato?
That's right. Not only I am just going to send you out to eliminate Imata, and Miri and the other losers, but I have come up with a plan on how you can actually eliminate them.
Really? What's the plan? Tell me the plan. Is this the plan you had in mind?
Yes. What you're going to be doing in this plan is you will be going undercover as a student in that high school Imata and her losers go to. Your undercover name will be Sanzo Orinosuke.
That actually sounds like a badass name.
Yes, as Sanzo, you will act all friendly and cool with Imata and her friends. Then after school, just still act friendly and cool around them and hang out with them at the park. If they mention about getting the crystal ball back, just pretend to agree with them.
One last question before I set out. What do I do if they head back to the village and continue searching for more hints about the crystal ball?
Well, we'll get with that when that comes. In the meantime, give them what you want.
I will.
Last night, after I ate dinner with my mom and dad, I heard a knock on the door, so I got up out of the couch, walked over to the front door, opened it, and it turns out, one of Hana-chan's friends, Enko, dropped by.
That's interesting. I didn't notice Hana had another friend of hers. But out of curiosity, did this friend of hers also live in the village?
Not that I know of, but her and I were talking about the whole search on the crystal ball. How we encountered some of Kizato's troops and found the first hint. She also told me she congratulates us on finding the first hint in the desert.
That's a good thing to know that we got congratulated on this. But then again, if we return to the village next weekend, we'll head straight to the forest and see what we can find.
Don't forget, Okikazu, we have another sword training session to do before we set out to the forest.
Oh, right. Damn, how could I forget?
Does anyone know where Igakari-sensei is?
She should be coming in here by now. My guess is she's running late or something.
Maybe.
Good morning, class. Sorry if it took me a while. Had to deal with some stuff at the teacher's lounge. But before we get started, we have a new student joining us. You may come on in, Sanzo.
Hello, the name's Sanzo Orinosuke. I am new here to the school. I come from Kyushu City High School. Since I'm new here, I'm looking forward to work with all of my classmates here.
Such a marvelous introduction. Now, as for your seat, your assigned seat is next to Kawazura.
Alrighty.
Now with that settled, let's get started on the next part of space exploration. Even though we have covered the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster, let's move on to Apollo 13.
We're down to it.
I'm prepared.
Yes, everything is about to go according to plan. Come in.
My lord, have you thought on who to send out to kill Imata and her worthless friends yet?
Yes, I have. I had already sent out Shoraku. However, I had a trick up my sleeve where I made him go undercover as a student and pretend to be this cool and chill person towards Imata and her friends. Trust me, I'll give Shoraku more ideas on what Imata and her friends will do next.
Ah, soon they will end up falling into the trap once as your new plan goes all down. You must be a genius in order to do such a thing like that, my lord.
Hell yeah.
At 9:00 p.m. EST, on April 13th, Apollo 13 was over 200,000 miles from Earth. The crew had just completed a television broadcast and was inspecting Aquarius, the landing module. The next day, Apollo 13 was to enter the moon's orbit. Lovell and Hayes were set to become the 5th and 6th men to walk on the moon. Anyone want to read the next part?
May I? Igakari-sensei.
You may go right on ahead, Sanzo.
Okay, it was not to be. At 9:08 p.m., about 56 hours into the flight, an explosion rocked the spacecraft. Oxygen tank number 2 had blown up, disabling the regular supply of oxygen, electricity, light, and water. Lovell reported to Mission Control. Houston, we've had a problem here. The command module was leaking oxygen and rapidly losing fuel cells. The moon landing mission was aborted.
Nice job, Sanzo. Now, does anyone in here want to read the next part, being how the Apollo 13 survived?
I'm up to reading it.
You may proceed, Imata.
1 hour after the explosion, Mission Control instructed the crew to move to the LM, which had sufficient oxygen, and used it as a lifeboat. The LM was only designed to transport astronauts from the orbiting CM to the moon's surface, and back again. Its power supply was meant to support 2 people for 45 hours. If the crew of Apollo 13 were to make it back to Earth alive, the LM would have to support 3 men for at least 90 hours, and successfully navigate more than 200,000 miles of space.
Very good.
May I read the next part?
Yes, you may, Kirishi.
Conditions on board the LM were challenging. The crew went on 1/5 water rations and endured cabin temperatures a few degrees above freezing to conserve energy. The square lithium hydroxide canisters from the CM were not compatible with the round openings in the LM environmental system, meaning the removal of carbon dioxide became a problem. Mission Control built an impromptu adapter out of materials known to be on board, and the crew successfully copied their model.
Good work, Kirishi.
Let Raiko-san and I get this straight. You sent out Shoraku to go disguising himself as a student, and now you plan on waiting for the right time for him to attack them.
You're damn right. I also told him to just pretend to be this cool and friendly person towards Imata and her friends. He asked me if I had anything planned for him the next time they, along with the rest, return to the village and search for more hints about the crystal ball. I told him we'll go from there. Overall, it was a clever idea I came up with.
As much as Alicia and I respect you as our leader of your clan, but that idea you lent to Shoraku have got to be the dumbest idea. You could've just had him, I don't know, Wait for the right time after school for them to go and challenge Imata and Emiri to a fight.
I wouldn't even think of that suggestion. Don't get me wrong though. I know the next thing that Imata and Emiri are just going to throw their half-ass punches and kicks.
Silence. As the leader of the clan, I decide on who to send out and I decide on what my ideas are.
Yes,
After
sir.
You're the leader of the clan. You decide on what's best for you.
Thank you. That's what I like to hear from you. Now, as I was going to say, even if Shoraku fails this, I'm going to have to rotate on who to send out to go after those motherfuckers. If it fails, I will go and crunch them myself.
How do you plan on crunching them soon exactly?
We'll find out. Soon enough.
Hey guys.
Yes, Tor Richon.
What's up, Emiri?
Yay, what's up?
This has been floating all over my head for quite some time, but I'm wondering about that new student Sanzo. What do you guys think of him?
To be honest, I'm not so sure. We haven't really got to know him yet, even though he introduced himself in Igakari Sensei's class.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Let's just hope he 100% trusts us, even if we got to know him, or if we bring up anything about us searching for the crystal ball.
Fair point.
And this here is where I normally hang out with my friends, even during lunch and morning before class.
Oh hey, it's the four of you from Igakari's class. We meet again.
Yeah, that's us. We meet again as well. What's up?
Oh, you know, been given a tour around this place since I'm new here. I thought I'd hang out with you all here and just chat if it's alright with you.
I see. We were actually thinking of getting to know you. You said you went to Kitaki Yushu High, right? What was it like?
I never thought you'd ask. Although there isn't that much I remember from that school, but I guess to simply put it this way, it was just like every other high school, like doing study work, PE, and I believe that's about to name a few.
I see.
Out of curiosity, have you participated in any after-school clubs? Like the literature club? The basketball club? The art club? Or anything like that?
Nah, I didn't join any of these clubs. I mean, all I'd want is just to be an ordinary student.
What about cleaning up the place, you know, like hallways, classrooms and stuff like that?
I don't think I was selected to clean up the school. The school just selects whoever has good potential with it.
By good potential, you mean by who has such a good skill in cleaning up the school?
Yeah, basically. But anyways, what do you guys like to do after school?
After school, Kurishikan Tor Richon, Nabu, Kawazora and I head to the park and hang out with our friend Yoriza. And of course, Hinanaki-san also joins along with us.
Oh cool.
Yay, and that's not just the only thing we normally do in our lives every day.
Every weekend, we head to the village and we have been trying to help our new friends, Hana, Nanuma and Dario, search for the crystal ball.
Even though we watched the news that addressed the situation, but we were told that some thieving culprit who was sent out by his leader stole the crystal ball.
And we have encountered a few of Kizato's troops who were sent out to eliminate us. However, we were lucky enough to fight them and found the first hint.
Holy shit, that's freaking crazy.
Oh, it's more than just crazy. Just wait until wherever we find this next hint and where this crystal ball is, I so wanna give that motherfucker Kizato a piece of my mind.
Considering the dumbest idea where he wants us eliminated first before he takes over the village and takes control of these citizens. Such a fucked up bastard.
Well, I wish you and your other friends the best of luck on your search. Excuse me for a moment.
What just happened?
I'm wondering the same thing.
What is it now?
I see that you are sticking really well with this plan of mine I came up with for you.
Oh yay, yeah, I sure as hell am. Haha. But seriously though, what's up?
Just a change of plan. You won't be having to pretend to be this nice and friendly person toward Imata and her losers after school. As soon as school ends, I, along with Izuno, Alicia, Raiko, Seno, Denko, and Aibashi, are starting a meeting, so you may want to teleport back as soon as possible.
Alright, thanks for the heads up.
I'll see you at the meeting room by the time you arrive back.
Okay, later for now.
Later.
Well, today was alright this time, even though we've gotten to know about the new guy himself.
Well, kind of. But anyways, let's get going to the park.
Okie dokie.
Hey, Sanzo, would you like to hang out at the park with us?
I would love to hang out with you guys, but I have an appointment to attend to. So sorry about that.
Is it a doctor's appointment?
Yeah, you could say that. I'll see you guys later. Take care.
You too.
About time you got back. So, how did this plan that Lord Kizato set up for you go, even though I believe you might do more of this?
Oh, it felt very good. And yay, Kizato here might have more plans for me since I'm going undercover as a high school student.
Excellent. As long as the rest of you don't say anything to Imata and her half-ass friends about this, Shoraku here will do just fine with this undercover plan.
Yes, Aibashi, he will do just fine, and there will still be a right time for him to destroy them. I'll bet that they are falling for it. Or how far?
But really quick, let me change into my normal outfit and then we'll get started on the meeting.
Alright, but hurry it up.
About this meeting we're about to have, what's it going to be about this time, Lord Kizato?
As soon as Shoraku comes back in here, then we'll discuss this.
I'm back. Now let's get this show on the road.
Alright, so, we know for a fact that Imata and her friends may return to the village again next weekend to search for more hints on the crystal ball. Depending on where these pathetic fools are heading to next, we are rotating on who I am sending out to destroy them and prevent them from finding any more hints.
Even if I get sent out again, my next fight should be better than my first one, especially how I teleported at the wrong time while Imata and Amy Red were charging up their stupid power punch. Like what the fuck?
Oh, I'm sure you will, Seno. Just as long as you don't teleport at the wrong time, but find the right time to teleport.
But right now, Shoraku will still continue going undercover and still pretend to be this friendly and cool person toward Imata and her friends until the day I will give him the signal to attack Imata and her friends.
Your plan is definitely the greatest of all you came up with for me.
And I'm really proud of that idea I came up with.
So, anything interesting happened at school?
Yeah, we got into reading about Apollo 13, which was part of this whole space exploration stuff. Before we did, we had this new transfer student by the name Sanzo Orinosuke. During lunch, we sort of got to know him, more likely about that school he went to.
What school did he go to?
From what I recall, during his introduction, he went to Kizato City High School. He told us it was just like every other high school. You know what we mean.
Yeah. What's up, everyone?
Hey Ki, nothing much. We're just cooling off after a long day at school. How about you?
Oh, been browsing around the store and seeing all like always.
Speaking of which, how is he doing as of today?
He's doing good. He's just working at the convenience store. I'm proud to stop by and greet him since I can't stop admiring how handsome he is.
Speaking of Zagata, may I see you for a moment?
Sure.
Follow me right this way.
Tell me more about this new student you met.
Since he was the enthusiastic type, I showed him around the school, including the school rooftop where Imata, Emiri, Kirishi, Kawazora and I normally hang out during lunch.
Since he seemed to be curious on what we do after school, we told him we hang out here at the park with you and talk about stuff. And, don't get me wrong when I say this, but part of me was starting to get a little suspicious about this guy, but most of me, well, I didn't mind talking with him as well.
What do you mean by getting suspicious?
For example, after that unexpected phone call, he returned back, telling us it was his doctor. Then after school, Onobu asked him about hanging out with us here at the park. And then Sanzo said that he has this doctor's appointment he has to attend to. I started thinking to myself that something seems to be fishy about this guy. I mean, dude, you don't look so sick. I mean, if you came down with something, then I can understand that.
Now that you told us this, I don't think that this new transfer student is an average transfer student. He seems to be more of a mysterious transfer student.
I wouldn't be surprised if this whole thing turns out to be Kizato's plan on eliminating us or something.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but we'll have to keep a close eye out just in case.
That sounds like a good idea, Emiri.
Did you have the opportunity to confess your feelings to Zagata?
Yes, I have. He and I then started our relationship. I want to say thank you, Imata, for helping me out with your advice. I can't wait to see how my relationship with Zagata goes.
My pleasure. I wish you and Zagata good luck on your relationship.
He and I will.
Soon, get ready for the day where I will eliminate you! Imata Konoue. Ha 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 ha!
What's up, y'all? This your boy Savage Station 22, also known as on this channel, Epic Savage Animator speaking. I'd like to take the time and say thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on a new video. I'll see you guys on my next video, so peace, thank you, and bye.